What's up, everybody? Hot D Season 2 came to an end last night, and there will, of course, be spoilers here in my review, so you've been warned. Now let's get into the finale. I'm gonna start things off here with, well, I guess the victor team, Black. Hard to say there's really a true winner in this season with the minimal fighting, but as Masario advised her to do earlier in the season, Rhaenyra wins all of the little wars this season. But we started with this side in the finale as Jace is, of course, still a bitch, but he was at least putting his foot down this week, which was much better than his whining to mommy. Bela was also really good in that scene here with Jace, as it feels like you can really always count on Bethany Antonia to pop up like once a week, sometimes more, and just be great. Then we joined Damon as Alice took him out to the Weirwood tree at Harrenhal. We get a great scene with him there as he goes to see his future, seeing Rhaenyra on the Iron Throne, but more importantly, seeing Helena, which I'm assuming means she is a witch, of course, and hopefully means more screen time in season 3 because she was one of the more fascinating characters so far, and that's because of the scarcity of her scenes. Anyway, after his odd stay at Harrenhal, Damon listens to his visions or to Alice or both and remains loyal to Rhaenyra. Matt Smith absolutely killed it in this scene, but him and Rhaenyra speaking High Valyrian to each other and the lovely threats to each other in front of their army was amazing. It really is great having the two of them back together now and moving forward for season 3. And also, Lord Strong was an all-time addition to this show. He's a great background guy. We also got an incredible scene between Corlys and his bastard Alan, who was not as lucky as Adam in becoming a dragon rider, and his father's newfound interest in him has not won him over quite yet. This storyline was undoubtedly one of my favorites, and as I've said multiple times, one of the more surprising ones this season, and I just can't wait to see how messy it gets during the war. Finally, there's the big shocker of the week, Alicent coming to Dragonstone. Her her bath and nature walk last week cleared her head enough, but she's met by Rhaenyra's pettiness here, which I loved for this scene specifically. It really is a shame that Rhaenyra and Alicent had to be enemies too, because the chemistry between Olivia Cook and Emma Darcy is incredible every single time you put them on screen together. Oh, and I also love getting a little sneak peek at the Starks marching across the twins. At least I think that's what that was. No, I haven't read the books, but it definitely looked like a very familiar location. And regardless, I just can't wait to see the Men of the North in season 3. All right, that's all I've got for that side of things. So let's go over to Team Green to close things out. We started the episode with this side and with Tywin Lannister, two of all people. He's shitting himself in the company of these pirates on Essos, and but actually ends up mud wrestling in probably the weirdest scene in Game of Thrones history. It was something. But on a little more serious note, Aemon's completely lost his mind after seeing Rhaenyra's dragons, and he ended up going back and burning Sharppoint, which I believe they mention is the home of one of her council members. So he's still pushing her buttons, even though he fled last week. From there, we got another incredible scene between Larys and Aegon as the Master of Whispers informs the king of the dragon threat and insists they leave. Also, rip Aegon's cock and dragon. Poor guy. Anyway, Aemon returns to the capital and is just the biggest douche in the world. It's hilarious. He's going at it with Alicent, and this was probably Olivia Cook's best scene in a couple weeks defending Helena here. Then, elsewhere in Westeros, we see Christian Cole, who I do still wish was Ash at Rook's Rest, but I can't lie, this scene where he's just like accepted death and kind of just stopped giving a fuck about everything gave me big time chills. It's almost as if his roots, kind of allowed him to be grounded by Vagar's massacre, where Sir Gawain Hightower is still arrogant as ever after it. That also seems to run in the family there as Aemond once again tries to get Helena to join him in battle as a dragon rider, but this came directly after she was talking to Daemon. I actually thought at first that Aemond had heard her talking to Daemon and was going to kill his sister, but obviously I was wrong. Finally, I've got two rapid fire things to close it out from the montage like ending for the finale. First is Hightower's brief appearance as a prisoner, which I just can't wait to see him return and see the who, what, and why of that situation. Then Aegon listened to Larys and dipped out of the capital, which again, I can't wait to see Aemon's reaction to that next season. And so that'll do it for my review for the season 2 finale of Hot D. I liked the episode and the season. It was a strong episode this week, but the lack of fighting and dragons in this finale did kind of feel like they blueballed us just a bit. So, I think I'd have to say it was a good episode. It was arguably great. I mean, the writing is incredible on this show, but it was just an okay finale. Let me know what you thought about the finale and the season as a whole, though, down in the comments below, and make sure you have a great day.